Okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very different kind of reaction to Chapter 2 of Doctor Who Flux. I'm here with Reese, Gallifrey 97.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? All good?
Yeah, I hope we're all good. Episode 2, the War of Sontarans?
War of the Sontarans. Yeah, that was Chapter 2.
Chapter 2, yeah. We're not going to get into that. We've seen Twitter, people moaning and complaining. It's chapters, not episodes.
Oh, Twitter's always moan, aren't they?
That's what I'm about. It's chapters, not episodes. So calm down.
That's
anyway.
that is the voice of Twitter. If you see someone moan about Doctor on Twitter, that is the voice.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Chapter 2, War of the Sontarans, I think a very good follow-up to Chapter 1. Overall, Reese called it because he said today that, by the way, spoilers for there's going to be 3 different storylines. The Doctor's stuck in the past, Dan in the present, and Yaz off some planet with Vinda, and that is exactly what happened.
That was just based on promotion images. Obviously we've only watched it once, so there's a lot of kind of stuff to take in. But for some reason there was this temporal flux thing, and they all got sent off into the 3 different storylines. Yeah. Were the Sontarans side fodder? Maybe a little bit.
It wasn't much of a war, was there? That's what, like, in the what we got in the promotional material was really we got the episode in terms of a war. Yeah. Like, it was more of what could have been in terms of they were like, right, if the Sontarans succeed, this is and so then they couldn't. But I thought actually the Sontarans were way more effective in the scene with Dan in Liverpool Docks, where he was roaming around with the wok. I thought much more than the battlefield shots, where they essentially didn't do much.
No, they weren't bad.
No, they weren't bad.
The thing I kind of thought going into this was how they were going to do the kind of story of the week, which was going to be the Sontarans, and also the side plot with. I say we kind of thought, what's this triangle thing doing? What's his time thing? We still don't know really what the planet time is. Yeah, my kind of thing before going into this was thinking, right, how is it going to be doing like the Sontaran story and also the Flux story? There were some cool elements how it blended in. I loved how Carvanista came in and saved Dan. He's like, I've still got to protect you.
I called it, like
you
2 seconds more.
But it was a great continuation. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. I think overall it was very solid. Again, it's a bit of a balancing act because Jodie's stuff this week was very much the stuff of the week, whereas Yaz was very much the future of it. So it's hard to really compare. I love Jodie in this. I thought she was brilliant. Jodie always shines in the scenes where she gets a one-on-one confrontation with the villain. I think that's when she's brilliant.
I like how they didn't think she was a doctor, and she played that to her advantage. And then she was like, "They're like, where's the doctor then?"
I'm
right here.
I'm sort of a bit annoyed by the 3rd series though, that because Doctor is woman now, no one thinks they're the Doctor.
Was it that?
I know it was because they kept going he, and then
and
she went, actually, I'm the Doctor. And it's like, even though we haven't had a specific Sontaran episode, you feel like within the world and the ether, if they know about the Flux, they would know about because that's the big reveal of this episode. The Sontarans knew about the Flux before it even happened. They could pick it up.
They knew about the Flux, and then so that's how they invaded because they said they stuck him before the Lupari covering the Earth. So
somehow. It's really interesting if you go back, if you can see any of that.
How did they get all those ships in? There's a lot of ships.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but anyway,
there's might be potential holes.
But I think as well. I love the stuff. We got a bit more of Vinda this week.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him yet. But I think that's the point. I think it's kind of an ambiguous character. I hope he's not just a sort of nothing. I hope he actually does something in later episodes. You know what I mean? Because right now he's done bugger all. He went into the temple thing and then waited for Yaz to pop up. And then she waited for the skeleton people to pop up.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. That the old Liverpool Victorian bloke popped up again.
Very briefly, and then just buggered off.
Again, it's like
he didn't seem phased by travelling through.
Well, no, I think he thought he was still in like 18.
Well, no, because he goes, it's the year of our Lord 812.
Yeah.
Or 1812. And then think Yaz goes, a bit later, and he just doesn't seem fucking phased.
No.
But no, overall, I think it was a brilliant episode. It's a lot to take in on first watch these Flux episodes because it's condensed, it's 6 parts. Overall, I don't know. I think I prefer the last week's overall.
That's what I was thinking. I think last week's maybe better. Again,
first viewing, we literally just watched it.
Yeah.
Which is why we're filming this in the hotel. Also been to the BFI today, which is 84, which was late. Yeah. It's like 11:45 right now. But for me, it wasn't bad at all. It
was a great continuation.
It feels like how much of this is going to be consequential. Because for me, if you're going to do small serial, you may as well make every chapter important, not just have. Because otherwise, it feels like if chapter 2 is going to be the only one where stuff besides that, because it seems the Weeping Angels are very much interlinked with what's going on here, especially with the promo for next week.
Well, next week we've got Simon and Weeping Angels. So how are they gonna? And obviously, then there's a lot of stuff of them, like Dan. Well, no, Dan Vinder in the trailer had the fugitive Dr. Guns.
Yes.
So are we going to be going into the
fugitive Doctor?
Yeah. What's the thing? Oh, I forgot the name. But you know, with the Times Children thing, where she it begins with B. It begins with B. I forgot the name. Yeah.
Wait, you said the Timeless Children then?
Yeah.
What thing?
Not the barrier. What's it called?
Use Tyler's wiki.
I use it twice. Yeah. There's a certain name.
But yeah, as well, I think a bit more exposition this week. And that's obviously never Jodie's fault, but like there was that entire scene where she just info dumps. I mean, you were watching and like, looking at each other like when she saw the Sontarans, it's like, oh, their ships does this, and this, and we're like, does it?
What was it at the end? Yeah, she was like saying about how it was like, oh, this is all this new Sontaran information. How like, oh, 7 point whatever hours.
So like, if it's new as well, how the fuck do you know about it? Because like that's the good thing about. It's a good thing about, I'm not saying anything against Chibnall specifically, but that's the good thing about Doctor Who, like in the, in the old times and even the more modern stuff, is that the Doctor would always find out new information about villains with the audience. So if it's a new established thing, the Doctor wouldn't know about it until we encounter it within that episode. So like I said, the Daleks can elevate in remembrance. The Doctor didn't know about that until they experienced it in remembrance, that sort of thing. And then it became a known fact. Whereas this was like new information at the Sontarans. The Doctor already knew it without us knowing about it. I don't know. That's the thing as well. The next time I'm trying to sort of run into that Vinder and Yaz are going to be all right, considering the cliffhanger was like.
You said like it was like ended on the Infinity War snap.
Yeah. What do you make of these skeletons? Like, what do you think they are? Well, who do you, maybe it's who? It's who. Do you think it's what? Do you think it's who? The TARDIS is like becoming more decayed as well as weeks go by. It seems.
Well, this is the thing. I don't know if this is a connection or not, but obviously, this new TARDIS turret is like crystalline. We've got crystals kind of going off all over the place, and obviously these new swarm characters have like crystalline stuff on this. So whether there's a connection, I don't know, but it seemed more damaged and messed up this week.
Yeah, there was like a spider web, wasn't it?
Yeah, but there again, it seemed to get her where she needs to go, which the TARDIS does. So whether it's
I don't know whether it was them though, or whether that was the skeleton people, because she seemed to expect them.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know one of them's called Swarm. I can't remember what the other one's called.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's the massive one? The passenger? What's
the passenger? Passenger.
Yeah. That's a bit random. Obviously, we see him filming pictures, but it was like he was like their muscle, but they don't really need muscle. With their amount of powers, they don't need any muscle. Like
he's
a bit pointless.
Do you reckon that's going to be revealed to be a certain character or something like? Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking of it. Obviously, the new Next Time trailer. I'm thinking of the word barrier. I can't find the word now, but basically where the Timeless Children, where the Doctor was, and that purple void.
Was that not called the barrier?
It wasn't called the barrier. It's really niggling me because I can't remember what the name is.
Like, and you're on Doctor Who Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
You've got to find this up for your episode breakdown Easter eggs.
I will,
and be like, in the next one.
My favourite bit was when the main Sontaran was like, about Lynx, and he said
Commander Lynx.
Yeah, but since Commander Lynx has surveyed this planet, we've had it. I was like, that's cool.
I think my favorite thing was everything with Dan. I think Dan continues to be a delight. John Bishop as well.
His parents were in it for a bit.
Yeah, John Bishop as well. Yeah, and his parents were good. I like it as well that it's not one of those things where time has like changed it. Also, like the Sontarans only been there since the Flux thing, so it wasn't like they've been there the whole time. Because as well, though, I think it's interesting that we got to spend some time with Dan this week and like on his own properly. I like that because we have limited time to build his character up before he leaves. So it's like nice that we're getting a good foundation. We got him as the companion now officially as well. Yeah, you've got that little moment at the end. It's like, you want to come with me? And he's like,
I think probably more of a moment, but I like how even though Carvanisa did come in and kind of save him, he did very well on his own.
Yeah,
going through the kind of like all the different
exactly.
But
obviously, it ends with essentially we don't know what's going to happen to time. Apparently, there's a planet time that the Doctor didn't know about or something.
Yeah.
It's one of the things. Again, so the annoying thing about reviewing and reacting is that there's more questions to answer at the minute. That's the point of a serial, isn't it? To keep you guessing and not know where you're going, and I suppose. But overall, I think this week I'm not going to be able to give a number score to my podcast tomorrow with Owen, but I'm going to say I still enjoyed this week. I think there was no real bad points. I think it's just I don't know how much this particular episode will be important going forward, apart from the Yaz stuff. Like, I said the Sontarans might come back. They all got blown up though, so that makes me think they're not going to come back.
I don't think so.
Which kind of means
I was a bit disappointed because I really loved the new Sontaran in his cameo scene in episode 1. I was like, this is, I don't feel I got that in this new episode.
We didn't get enough time with them, and considering it was an hour long as well. And I'm just saying, I would have loved the scene at the beginning. Obviously, we see the personal flaw. I would love just a battle scene to start, like just like a 2-minute battle scene of the Sontarans, because we didn't really get that. We got like a 30-second one in the middle.
But as well, why do we need the Sontarans in modern day? It was cool seeing Dan's family in that, and I guess it's to be the temporal thing.
Because it still doesn't really make sense to me anyway.
If they're good at, they should have just done an A and B story. I don't think they should A, B, and C. I think if they kept the Sontarans
in modern day,
Dan in the Korean War, why we need the modern day thing, I don't know.
I reckon because they wanted more stuff with the Doctor and Mary C. But Mary C cool as well. We're really, and again, Chibnall does a really good job with the historical characters and making them interesting. I think that was done well here. But like I said, there's just, I mean, maybe on a rewatch it'll work better. Even though this being an hour long, I would have loved like an extra 5 minutes for more Sontaran stuff. It still feels like we didn't get enough, even with the added runs.
There's some great little moments, but yeah,
I'm not saying it's a bad episode by any means. I think it's still, if you look at the lows of the Whittaker era, it doesn't even touch it. If you look at some episodes, particularly, but I'm saying that this is just a solid continuation.
It's a nice chapter.
Yeah, but I would have liked. I just don't know. I hope that it's not going to be chapter 1 and chapter 6 are really important. Yeah. Stuff in the middle was sort of like you get this little bit, but nothing. I want it all to build on top of each other, be a consistent. I'm okay with like elements of episodic for the week, sort of like how the Flash did it and things like that, and where like you get little nuggets that would continue. When the first 2 seasons of Flash was good, you get like little nuggets, but you still have that element of episode of the week. Whereas this, I feel like you just got. The Yaz and Vinda spent 25 minutes of the episode not knowing where they were, scared of you all turn up.
As well, I just forgot the house fit at the start. What was that about?
Well, the doctor's vision of the cabin in the woods. I don't know. Is that going to lead somewhere? Do you think?
That's the thing. Until we've seen the whole thing, there's loads of little
nuggets and questions.
It's going to be like, until we've seen the whole, because there's not one complete story. Like I say, I think we're gonna have, stories going like mini kind of contained stories like the Sontaran thing. Next week sounds like it's gonna be
mind-bending.
I reckon we're gonna see more stuff about the division and all that where she's come from, because she's falling through the barrier.
Is it called the boundary?
That's it. It's called the boundary. Yeah. That's it. But what do you think of barrier? But yeah, the boundary, like they're all dressed up as vision agents. Yeah. Maybe Vinda. I'm calling it now. I reckon he's a he's a division operative because they said they sell the skull people like, hey,
you're disgrace or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like again, I don't leaving this. I don't feel like I wasted like sort of episode like that crap. But I left it and I went like good, but I wanted a you hit like fifth gear. I would love to have seen you hit sixth gear. It was like it almost stopped before it was going. Especially with the Sontaran plot. I think that's my biggest gripe is that the Sontaran plot never really.
No, I don't feel satisfied with the Sontaran stuff. It was a great. I say the first episode, set up all this kind of stuff. I like you said, I didn't feel my appetite was like whetted up enough.
No,
I don't feel I had enough Sontaran stuff.
Like last week, I remember all of us saying, "I can't wait for next week." I watch this and I go, "Yeah, I can't wait 7 days."
Oh no, next week is really good though.
Yeah, but it looks good. But like, if you didn't have next time trailer and you just watched this as a story, I could have gone, "Yeah, I can wait 7 days." Like last week had me on the edge of my seat in terms of like, I was like, I need to know what happens next. And then I'm like, and it's sort of like, I wanted to leave every episode thinking, I want to find out what goes next. But like this, it's sort of like, I don't know whether he's gone really confusing with it, but I didn't get, obviously the time thing, I understand the part time, I don't understand that at all. But the Sontaran plot, I didn't really understand. So they were in Crimea and they were for some time thing, but what was the purpose of it all? What were they going to do?
It was temporal.
Yeah, but what were they going to? What was their plan? I don't understand. Like they're Sontarans. They're a war thing. They're not like trying to take a. They're just like confusing. Yeah. It's confusing me. And then the solution to killing them was really overcomplicated for Sontarans. Like it should just be.
They blew them up twice.
Yeah, they blew up twice. It's just. I think overall, it's just. It's not bad. I'm just sort of sat there going, I didn't really get what was meant to be happening.
Well, obviously you've only watched it once, so
yeah,
I definitely want to rewatch it again.
Like I said, tomorrow I'll watch it before the review and
have
some of the notes and stuff. And I won't be. I'm not obviously we're not drunk now, but we've had a bit to drink today.
We're tired.
We've had
a bit to drink.
So just maybe giving it. And we've also watched it on a laptop screen, maybe watching it actually on the telly and stuff.
Yeah,
to be able to take it in more and stuff.
So not bad. I don't think it quite reached the kind of
the levels
of
last week,
which I don't expect it to, because it started off high. Again, I just don't think this entire thing probably suffered because of all the flux, all the other like modern day. Maybe if they did keep Dan in, why did we need to do stuff in the modern day Sontarans? That was a bit. I'm just thinking about it. Was cool seeing Dan's parents. I like them, watching all of them, and
it was more just, I think, for the Dan stuff to see the scale of it all. But you could have just literally had one shot of it, them being in Liverpool one day. They'd be like, "Shit, the Doctor might fail here because if she doesn't, the Sontarans are going to be not only in the Crimea era, but
one thing we did say was Dan is like instant favourite.
Yeah, Dan's brilliant. And again, the character I think Jodie's been brilliant as well. Like that. But it's just, I think the plot for me, I really like, first of all, Sontarans very, like, in terms of their menacing scale, were brilliant, I thought.
They just massacred all these new, in these 3 people.
Yeah. There was a bit of an annoying thing where the Doctor goes, "Why Crimea?" And he goes, "Oh, because it's like this." And he goes, "Oh, so I wanted to ride a horse." I was like, that was an attempt at comedy that fell flat on its arse.
That was the one, their cameo scene in episode 1, he's like, "You look really disgusting." I hated that joke. It just didn't, it dropped. And he was like, and it kept going. It's like, "But no, you look really disgusting." It was like, all right, okay.
We get the joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, before, we're going to leave it there.
Yeah. It's our initial.
Yeah, it's our initial reaction.
Good. It's fairly good continuation.
It's solid. It's not bad. We're moaning in a sense of, it's not that what we saw was bad. We just thought we could see a bit more. And also with the title like War of the Sontarans as well. It's sort of similar to the Battle of Ranscow Cross. That wasn't a war. It didn't fit, like we didn't see.
No, I think. I'm
not saying it's the same level in terms of quality as Ranscow Cross. I'm saying you put the titles that you think War of the Sontarans, and you're thinking, right, we're going to say battle here, and we saw 30 seconds.
No, I don't. No, we got a fair bit.
Am I being a bit harsh? Will I rewatch it tomorrow and be like, no,
we got a good. I think we got a good war sequence.
You okay? You think okay?
Oh.
Anyway, you can subscribe to this man because I think you're going to do like an Easter egg, just kind of breakdown.
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, Gareth River, and I'll be doing breakdowns of the episodes and trailers.
Do you actually give like a review in those, or do you just break it down and just leave it there?
I just break it down. I do all the Easter eggs.
Was there an Easter egg last week? What was the biggest Easter egg last week?
That was loads.
What's the biggest Easter egg last week?
Oh god.
Was it the hammer?
No. There was a couple at the beginning with like Nitro 9 and Scottish Doctor. There was loads last week. This week
gonna struggle.
This week gonna be like the Lynx one and not many.
It's gonna be a YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
Anyway, there, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, the podcast will be out tomorrow. So check this guy out.
Who's on your podcast tomorrow?
Yeah.
Who's on the podcast tomorrow?
Owen.
Hey.
So I've literally, this is going to go up right now as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to film tomorrow and it goes.
I'll be listening. We'll see how
and this one we've got for episode 5 of the proper podcast. So hopefully by then there'll be more answers to the questions. And
we'll be near the end.
Yeah.
We'll be halfway next week.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Crazy time.
It doesn't feel like a week since last time either.
No, this week's gone very quick. Yeah. So hopefully this week will go as quick.
Yeah. Let's hope. That at this point it's cold. I just want to get to Christmas and eat some food.
Eat some food.
What's your favorite part of Christmas? Is it not the food?
Yeah. When you get to a certain age,
it's not the presents anymore, is it?
Nah.
You just get like link sets. It's like.
Oh.
And you know it's good because you need it. But
they've incorporated that. I've seen that in shops now. They've literally got links. It's a part of Christmas. That's part of their marketing campaign now. There's Christmas adverts for it. So
endorsed on Tellus Podcast.
Yeah.
Links.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, take it easy. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.